My name is Stephen McMorran, and I'm from a band called Satellite. I want to make songs that I want to show my grandkids, right? And that demands a little bit of time and a little bit of labor, and I like that.
Whisper out my window, I hear the four winds calling.
It's really easy whenever you love the songs like this. It's really easy when you know what the lyrics mean to you and why you wrote them. Really what I'm doing is I'm sharing these mile markers of my recent years. And I remember what it took to write them. I remember like the place where I was, and a lot of that's what it is now. It's like I remember where I was then. It's not as hard as it used to be then. There was a lot going on, to say the least, but these songs help me say things that I wouldn't be able to say otherwise.
I am just a lonely tree in Brooklyn, climbing towards the skyline. Everyone seems to know which way I should be turning.
There's actually a tree in my friend's backyard, and that's a rarity in Brooklyn, right? And so that was the image we were working with. I felt like everybody was telling me what to do, but yet nobody actually understood how to do it. But you know, you can't make that decision for me. You know, you can't decide whether or not I'm gonna stay in this thing or not. I have to figure out how, right? I have to figure out how to do it. That whole song is about saying goodbye to the past. I feel like that happens a lot in relationships where pain comes in. We're human, so we hurt one another. Like, I think that's kind of a given. It's not meant necessarily, but it can almost always happen. And so whenever it does, you have to let go of what was. That doesn't mean something better isn't on its way, but you lose friends, you lose lovers, you lose things along the way. So it's kind of telling everybody, shut up, back off me.
Plastic eyes surrounded by a suicidal urge to lose control now.
Say the Words is about just admitting the truth, because secrets have a lot of power, and if you admit them, you literally strip all the power away out of them, and then you can move on with your life. I mean, might as well move on, because there's no sense in not being you, right?
Say the words out loud.
Let everybody else adjust. Don't adjust to everybody else. That's the whole song. And I feel like that's echoed back into some of the earliest versions of things we ever read. And the idea is that you can be more than you ever imagined. You can be more than the sum of your parts. This is the cover to the record. I took that picture during that trip to Brooklyn, and then adjusted it a little ways here and there. But this is many years in the making, and definitively what I'm the most proud of with what I've done with my songs. Calling Birds. There's a guy who came into the show excuse me, last night in DC, and he like was huffing, like panting, like he'd like run there or something, I don't know. And he said I just saw like that this was even happening an hour ago, and I wanted to be here just to hopefully to say thanks for these lyrics. That's it right there.